Hi friend, this video explains how works the world of the vacuum cleaner and the Piggy example that you can find on my website Artificial Intelligence, a Practical Approach. As you can see, the page contains all the data needed for the project. When the video has finished, go to the page for details. Now, please pay attention to the part how does it work. We start with an empty scene. In the project window, there are 4 folders containing all elements of the application: code, materials, prefabs, and scenes. In the materials folder, there are 5 basic materials that are just standard and opaque and change the color. In the scenes folder, we have the unique scene of the project. That was added to the scenes inbuilt window to compile the project. In the prefabs folder, we have all the components that we will use to rebuild the unique scene of the application: the canvas, the directional light, dirty, environment, event system, main camera, Piggy, and vacuum. And in the code folder, we have all the scripts that control the application. That is the environment, iAgent, iEnvironment, Piggy, and vacuum. We will reconstruct the scene. First, we drag main camera, where is it? And directional light. Everything has to have at least one camera and a directional light. These 2 objects have nothing special, just have their parameters set for this scene. You don't need to stop trying to see the parameters right now. Remember that you have all the information on the page. Now, the environment. The environment consists of a checkboard of 4 cells and is associated with the environment script. The dirty prefab is already designed. The array of agents is empty, and the lapse is fixed or set to 0.1. You can speed up or slow down program execution by varying this little parameter. The vacuum. The vacuum is a blue cylinder that has associated the vacuum script. We have to tell the environment which is the vacuum agent. Just drag the vacuum on a slot. The Piggy. The Piggy is a red cylinder that has associated the Piggy script, and we have to tell the environment which is the Piggy agent. Just drag the Piggy on its slot. No how object has associated nor a collider, neither a rigid body, for the simple reason that they are not going to be used. And finally, the canvas and the event system. We have a bottom is this bound to an environment method. We need to bound to environment and select the reload scene method. That allows you to reset the scene. And finally, I like 16:9 aspect ratio on the window. When running the application, the vacuum cleaner and the Piggy start doing their jobs until one of them wins. The runtime is random because the movements of the actors are too random. Okay, too fast. By Pressing the reload button at any time will reload the scene and everything starts again. Okay. Let's start with the code. First, we find the iAgent interface that only defines a ring method that all agents will share. The iEnvironment interface defines one method to evaluate the performance of an agent, a method that allows an agent feel if a position is dirty or not, and a method for an agent can actuate on a position. The environment class is derived from mono-behavior and implements the iEnvironment interface. This class has a number of fields. A prefab used to create the dirty objects, an array with getting objects in locations, a list of agents, a step counter, agent index, a flag to stop the run, interval between steps, the time of the next step. And the start method is executed once when again object is created. First, fills the board with garbage. This is all the start, and this piece of code fills the grid with dirty randomly. And then initializes the control variables that like step, start, or next step. The update method is always executed before rendering an image, depending on the hardware speed and other parameters that could vary the execution speed. What it does is check that should not stop and that have to do a new iteration, in which case it calls one of the two agents. The call agent tells the environment whether to stop or not. The performer methods is this. This method tells to an agent if it's reached its peak performance. For the backend will be true when there is no dirty, and for the Piggy will be true when all is full of dirty. Other words will be false. Sorry. When this is the field method, when an agent invokes this method, it knows if a certain position contains dirty or not. This is the actuate method. When the vacuum agent acts on a position, destroys the dirty that is in that position. When the Piggy agent does the same, creates a dirty in that position. And this reload scene, this method is the one linked to the guide button and simply reloads the scene. This is the vacuum script. This script is derived from mono-behavior to can assign it for a game object. However, we will not use any method of that class. And also implements the iAgent interface that we will use. This is the run method. The run method receives the environment in which the agent develops as a parameter. The first thing is check its performance. If its maximum returns true to the environment, stop the execution. If not, fills what is in this position. If there is dirty, tries to clean the location. If there is no dirty, moves to another position. The clean and move in a particular iteration action depend on a probability calculated in advance. So each simulation is different from the previous one. And this is Piggy script, which, where is it? Oh, sorry, vacuum, Piggy, close. Piggy, well, the script is almost a clone of the previous. The only variation is that if the Piggy feels that a position is clean, tries to create dirty, and the rest is exactly the same. Back to Unity. Run. Everything is okay. Okay, the application and its agents are very simple. They react to a sample stimuli and act in a somewhat random way. This completes this introductory section of the world of the vacuum cleaner and the Piggy. Remember that you have all the specification of objects and all the code available on my site www.el-profe-vigo.es. Thank you for your attention.